Welcome to the Budget Fundamentals Learning Session. My name is Phil Rieger, and I'm the City's Strategy and Budget Director. I'm excited to share with you a few fundamentals that will help you understand the City's budget process a little better. The budget is the City's annual spending plan. It's designed to reflect priorities of the community and fund municipal services. As a result, the budget is arguably one of the most important policy items that City Council deliberates over and adopts every year. In this short video, I will describe some budget basics. I will introduce you to the concepts that will help you understand Charlotte's budget. Specifically, I will review the major legal requirements that govern local government budgeting in North Carolina, the steps and timeline of the budget development process, and the basic structure of the city's budget. So let's get started. Let's get started by reviewing a few important legal requirements described in the Local Government Budget and Fiscal Control Act found in Section 159 of the North Carolina General Statutes. Local government finances in North Carolina operate on a fiscal year basis. The fiscal year is defined as July 1 to June 30. State law requires that all cities and counties adopt a budget annually, no later than July 1st. The city manager is required to prepare and submit a balanced budget to the City Council for consideration no later than June 1st. A budget is balanced when estimated revenues equal planned expenditures. Prior to the City Council adopting a budget, a public hearing must be held to give the public an opportunity to comment on the budget being considered by City Council. All amendments to the budget must be approved by City Council. Now that you have a broad understanding of what state law requires, let's review how the budget process plays out in Charlotte. The budget is the city manager's responsibility until he proposes it to City Council. Once recommended, the budget becomes City Council's. Every year, under the leadership of the city manager, the Strategy and Budget Department facilitates the budget development process. The process traditionally starts in late summer with public engagement activities. City staff collect feedback from the community about priorities, services, and preferences on how public dollars should be spent. We engage the public at public meetings like the Charlotte Civic Academy, community events like Open Street 704, and through surveys. Department budget requests are due in the fall. From December through April, strategy and budget staff review, analyze, and refine revenue estimates and expense data and work with the city manager to prepare his budget proposal. Starting in January with the annual strategy meeting and continuing its work through committee meetings, workshops, and individual meetings with the city manager, City Council discusses community challenges, defines strategic priorities, and weighs in on important budget topics. All of City Council's feedback is captured and factored into the city manager's balanced budget proposal delivered in early May. Shortly after the manager submits his budget recommendation, the public is given the opportunity to share their opinions about the budget at a budget public hearing. After the public hearing, City Council will engage in a series of meetings facilitated by the mayor to discuss the budget adjustments they may wish to include in the budget. City Council traditionally votes on the budget during the first business meeting in June, held on the second Monday of the month. Upon adoption, the budget is uploaded into the city's financial systems to kick off a new fiscal year on July 1st. At the end of every fiscal year, city expenditures are audited by external auditors. The results of the audit are presented by the Finance Department in the Comprehensive Annual Financial Report, or CAFR for short. Now that you have a better understanding of how the budget is developed, let's turn our attention to the final topic of this video, which is an overview of how the budget is structured. The budget is divided into different funds. Funds are accounting groups to keep track of specific revenue sources and expenditures for specific purposes. Let's review the funds most commonly discussed during the budget process: the General Fund, the Capital Project Fund, the Debt Service Fund, and Enterprise Funds. The General Fund accounts for the resources related to general government services. Example services include police, fire, garbage collection, transportation, and many more. The general fund's primary revenue sources are the property tax and the sales tax. The capital project fund accounts for the resources, primarily debt proceeds, used for the acquisition, construction, and improvement of capital facilities and equipment. Examples include road projects, sidewalks, fire stations, and large equipment. The debt service fund accounts for the resources accumulated for principal and interest payments on debt issued for general government capital projects and equipment. Enterprise funds account for resources and expenses related to public services that are funded in large part by fees for service. The city has 4 enterprise funds: aviation, Charlotte Area Transit System, stormwater, and Charlotte Water. This concludes my presentation on budget fundamentals. I hope you found this video informative and helpful. I would encourage you to watch the next video entitled FY 2020 Budget Overview to gain a broad understanding of what is in the current spending plan. The FY 2021 budget season has already begun. I look forward to working with you as we plan our community's future.